What's going on, guys? It's your boy here from the Wrestling Page, and in today's video, yet another week, we've got a video of Raw Review episode number 2, and in today's video we'll be reviewing Raw on the top things that happened on Raw. So I've took a list of stuff that happened on Raw that I thought that would be good to talk about, and I've left all the boring, if you will, bits out. I left all the little matches that weren't important. So last week we did a video. It was a review of the past several weeks. The past several weeks we've been quite behind, as in we've caught up with wrestling, but we've been quite behind on doing videos, so I really apologise about that, guys. So I thought I need to start doing Raw reviews every week, and while we're on the topic of Raw, SmackDown obviously, I'll be doing SmackDown reviews on that as well in due course. It'll be hopefully soon. I'm actually quite behind on SmackDown, actually, I'm not gonna lie, so that'll be coming soon, hopefully next week. And since we're on the topic of Raw, we'll start off with the opening segment match, which was Roman Reigns and Jason Jordan, which resulted into a Intercontinental Championship match for against Roman Reigns versus Jason Jordan. The match itself wasn't really all that exciting, if I'm honest. I mean, I love Roman Reigns as champion, but I preferred Miz as champion. Miz was, you can't fault the Miz, but obviously Miz is for another subject. Jason Jordan, if I'm honest, I'm really getting bored of seeing him get this push, if you will. I don't know what it is he's getting. It's just kind of getting repetitive every week. He keeps going backstage. I know it's all scripted and whatnot, but he keeps going backstage and just complaining, you know, that he's not getting this and that, but you've got to earn your way up, basically. There's not really much I can say on that match. It was an alright match. It wasn't, you know, the best, but it was a good match. Moving on to Paige versus Sasha Banks, with Paige winning. And I don't know, I've got mixed feelings about Paige being back. You know that, 'cause for months and months that she's been out, I thought, oh, it would be so cool if she come back. And I'm not the only person to say that. Everyone's been saying that. Everyone said it would be cool to come back. All over Twitter, Facebook, it's just nothing but Paige, Paige, Paige. Where is she? And she comes back, and it's just she's getting a great pop. I'm happy for her being back. It's just she seems a little bit weird. Like, I know it's obviously, like, I'm not a professional wrestler like that, so I can't judge and say that she can't wrestle. But obviously she has been out for a year. But there's just something about her. It seems a little bit strange. I don't know what it is. You can tell that she's also had plastic surgery. I'm not gonna lie about that, but I don't know. But it's honestly really, really good to see her back. You know that. Hopefully, and she'll become champion in time. And moving on with Braun and Kane, Braun and Kane segment. Elias was due to have a match. He asked for an Intercontinental Championship match. Kurt Angle said no, and he said he'll give him an opponent, which turned out to be Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman attacked him, and then Elias walked away, and Kane came up on the big screen, and there was a little segment going there. So, but if I'm honest, I'm kind of getting bored of this Kane Braun Strowman feud going right now, because a couple of weeks ago, should I say, I heard rumours that Kane was supposed to be going on a monster heel run, but it's honestly, if I'm honest, I don't see the point. He's past it now. He doesn't need to go on a monster heel run to try and make someone look better. I mean, it would be perfect for Braun, but I don't know. Now back to Paige again. We got Paige. We got what's her name? Alicia Fox versus Asuka, which resulted in Paige beating down on Alicia. Now, they kind of got a bit mixed for that, because obviously the fans thought that, and I thought myself, that Alicia was going to join forces with her, but she ended up turning on her. And while I'm on the subject of obviously Paige and her two girls, Sonya and Mandy, there's also been rumours of the fact that there's 3 girls on SmackDown that have just recently debuted from NXT, that they're supposed to be together. I'm unsure, you know, obviously, like I say, I'm behind on SmackDown, so I don't actually know the ins and outs of, you know, what's going on. But, you know, I don't know what Paige is up to, because obviously she's just beating down anyone that's just in her way, and I think she's just basically trying to prove, you know, that she's back to beat down people and take that championship off Alexa Bliss. And moving on to Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt segment now. Again, like most of the ones I've said so far, I've got mixed feelings about that. I love Matt Hardy to bits, but Bray Wyatt, I'm a big fan of Bray Wyatt. I don't watch TNA, so if you do watch TNA, drop a comment below and tell me, because obviously I don't watch TNA. So Matt Hardy, I don't know what it was. If that's the way he is in TNA, then I understand. But when I watched it, I thought he seems a bit sloppy. I don't know, like Bray Wyatt, he can tell that he writes his own promos, but you can tell he rehearses it. But Matt Hardy seemed like his was on the spot. Like, as I'm giving him juice for that, but it seemed like what he was saying out of his mouth, it was saying at that point, and he didn't rehearse it prior to it. But this is going to be a great feud. I can tell it. Let's hope that to get even between each other, rather than just being Matt Hardy winning all the time, because if it is, I'll be very annoyed, because I'm a big fan of Bray Wyatt. It's just a shame that he doesn't get used to the full potential that he is. He's championship worthy, and they treat him not that great, and it really upsets me, because I'm a big fan. Moving on to the main event, Tag Team Championships, Cesaro and Sheamus versus two halves of the Shield, Rollins and Ambrose, for the Tag Team Championships. Now, that was a great match. Definitely. It's been like quite a few weeks now. Obviously not all conjoint, but that we've seen that as the main event, and it's been honestly been really good seeing that as the main event, rather than always being two single guys. Obviously the match was back and forth, great match, the crowd enjoyed it, and then it resulted in a no disqualification, but then Kurt Angle came out and restarted it as a no DQ, and then Joe came out, took out Ambrose. Then Reigns came out, tried to get out Joe, and then obviously that's when it ended. It was a great match, definitely a great match. But would I like to see the Shield Tag Team Champions again? Mixed feelings. I do like the Shield, but I would like to see what I would love to see is I'd like to see one of the three Shield members take on the Universal Championship, and then it be the three Shield members versus each other. I'd like to see all of them heel and face each other at WrestleMania. That would be a main event for me, because the fact that they split up so long ago, it's been a couple of years since they split up, and then they're back together. It feels like it needs to happen now rather than later, because if it happens like 2 years down the line, it's gonna be like, what's the point in doing this? But while we're on the subject of obviously the main event, we're moving on to rumours of the day, and we're starting off with Sheamus. And this is actually, as the point of when I'm recording this, I've only recently just heard this, so obviously by the time that this video goes out, it'll be everyone will know about it. But Sheamus is sadly meant to be, this is not, this is just a rumour, whether it's true or not, it's very sad, but Sheamus is meant to be retiring. I'm not off topic, got the official information on it, but he's got some problems with his spine, if I'm correct. Don't, correct me if I'm wrong. Obviously was meant to write it down, but I completely forgot, but it's got a word I can't pronounce. He's got problems with his spine, and he wasn't at last week's Raw, not this week's just passed, but last week's he wasn't there. And if I'm correct, on TV apparently they said that he was away to Ireland, but he was actually getting rehab. He was on rehab. Obviously I didn't notice that when I watched it until I had read an article. So basically he's meant to be retiring, and it's really, really sad to hear that, because the issue that he's got, it's took out two superstars, which is Edge and Steve Austin, Stone Cold Steve Austin. They've both retired to the same issue. If you know what it is, you'll know what it is. Drop a comment below if you know what it is. So it's not great, the fact that Sheamus is only in his 30s, and fair enough, he has done quite a lot. He's been to WrestleMania. He may not have main evented it, but he's been to WrestleMania several times. He's won Money in the Bank. He's won Royal Rumble. He's won, you know, a few championships, Intercontinental, Tag Team, United States. He's done it all, and it's just a shame that, you know, it's honestly a shame, because he's such a good guy. And obviously, like, I don't want to quickly go on too much and go on to the other rumour just a moment, but I always remember when back in 2009 when he debuted on Raw. I remember I didn't have Sky Sports at that time, and then he returned. He made his debut, and I remember I started watching wrestling again because I hadn't watched it for years, and I was like, oh, who's this guy? And I was like, I don't like him. And then as the years went on, I was like, this guy is just absolutely amazing, and just a shame. If it happens, it happens, you know. It's not his fault, you know. It's just he's doing something he loves, and if this happens, it will be a shame. So yeah, moving on. The other rumour of the day, the rumour, and again, this is the same subject as Sheamus, not injury wise, but this is, I've just found out this rumour recently, so obviously by the time this video is out, it'll probably be known by everyone. But apparently Shane McMahon is meant to be turning heel, and Daniel Bryan, as I said in last week's video, Daniel Bryan is meant to be cleared to wrestle, and Daniel Bryan versus Shane McMahon is rumoured for WrestleMania next year, with Shane McMahon being heel now. That would be cool to see, definitely. It's a bit random, because they've got on TV all the time. I don't think I've ever seen them argue or anything like that, but that's what they do. They turn people heel. But hopefully, if Daniel Bryan gets cleared and Shane McMahon does heel, it'll be something good to see. You know, seeing a heel Raw GM, SmackDown Raw GM, rather than just seeing them just be normal. They get them to see actually fit in with the storyline. It's great to see. That's pretty much everything. So if you enjoyed that review, don't forget to leave a like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe. Tell me in the comments below, or check me out on Facebook. Drop your comments below in Facebook or on YouTube, and tell me what you thought of Raw and what your reviews are on the rumours of the day that I said, and the reviews of Raw itself. So yes, if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Again, don't forget to leave a like, don't forget to check out all our social medias. They'll be all in the description below. Any information, any general questions you have, don't forget to drop us an email. So if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. I will see you in the next one.